fellas, make sure you have your own place, your own career, and you're financially stable before looking to go overseas as a passport bro. Looking for start a family. It's very important. Part of that journey is, taking the MGTOW mindset, men going their own way, stepping back from relationships, and focusing on the eight healths. When I was growing up, there were only five healths. It was mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and social healths. And then later on, they added environmental and then sexual. And I added an unofficial one, which is financial health. And mental health. An example of these would be like mental health, ADHD. Some boys are born with ADHD for some reason, and it takes a while for the brain to certain aspects of the brain to catch up, to develop, and they eventually grow out of it with coping mechanisms and some medication as needed. Then you got emotional health. A lot of times that's come from trauma and neglect, lack of a father figure in the home or in the community, can stem from that. Of course, yes, physical health, diet and exercise to maintain your physical body, and of course, spiritual health. That tends to be overlooked because it's kind of shrouded by religious doctrines from the various religious organizations that's scattered all over the world. But I find, over from my experience, that the Eastern philosophies um, more focused on the spiritual side of things, like the Hindu religion, Jainism, even Buddhism, which came out of Hinduism. But Western religions like Judaism and Christianity, at its core, is spirituality. So those tend to be overlooked. So look at that as well. Social health doesn't necessarily mean the amount of friends you have or what you have on social media and things like that. It typically is the network of people you have around you that's there to support you in whatever way, shape, or form that falls in, even if that means just hanging out with friends, you know, and it includes friends. Of course, environmental health doesn't necessarily mean where you live, but do you own or do you rent, And of course, sexual health. I don't know much about it. I think of physical health seems to affect that, maybe emotional and spiritual. So if you know more about it, put it in the comment section and let me know about it so I can learn something. And of course, financial health, which is what I talk about, having your own place, your own career, and being financially stable, and being the top 1% of income earners in the entire world. I stress that, and if we could talk more about that in other videos. Like, share, so men knows they have options. You'll have a good day.